Hello folks and welcome back to Magic the Gathering Arena. Now this one will be a short video. This will be a pack opening video because we have a lot of packs to open. And this will probably be the last pack opening for a while for me because by the time this video comes out, a new set will be coming around the corner by the time this video comes out. So I will be doing few more videos before I do that massive pack opening because there will be a big one, a very big one. But for now we'll do a little short one. So let's start off, shall we? Okay, this is the new one. Lambolt Harrier. A 2 mana for 2/2, always good. Target cover. Well, I don't like the ability, but a 2 mana for 2/2 is always good. Conflict Troop. Green X. With X plus 1 counters on it. At the beginning of your end step, if you control 3 or more creatures with different powers, put X1. Ooh, not bad. But you have to be specific. Fair enough. Oh, a new one. Bloodline Culling. So 3 mana. Choose one. Target creatures minus my 5 to the end of turn or creature token. Not a bad removal spell, but there are better ones, guys. There are better ones, I'm afraid. Immolation. Enchanted creature gets +2 minus. So basically, it's a buff but a minus in the backside. A bit risky. Ogre Outrider. 4 mana. Whenever Ogre Outrider or another creature you control dies, put 1/1 counter on a target creature. So basically, it requires creatures to be dead or sacrificed. Alright. Well, we know you consuming blob. We know you. Ritual of Hope is one of the new ones. 2 mana. Creatures you control gets +1/+1 at the end of the turn. Golden. If you control 3 or more creatures with different powers. So basically, it does require you to have different creatures with different powers. But, I won't say it was the greatest. Silverbolt. Sacrifice Silver, do 3 damage to target creature. If it was a werewolf, deal damage this way. Okay. So basically, it's a werewolf killer, but also it's good against, like, weenies. But the cost of 3 mana is not worth it, to be honest. Ooh, another mythic. Sergra, Champion of Light. 4 mana. Legendary Angel. Fly and Trample. Humans you control get +1/+1. Covered. If she attacks, if there are 3 creatures with 3 or more creatures with different powers, look at the top 5 cards of your library. You may reveal a human creature from among them and put it on your hand. Yeah, she relies heavily on angels and humans. So basically, she's an angel-human card. So if you're playing humans, you use her. Alright, let's move on to a new one. Ooh, got a few new ones here. Right. Vine Shaper Prodigy. 2 mana for a 2/2. Kicker, 1 blue. Whenever it enters the battlefield, if it was kicked, look at the top 3 cards of your library, put 1 of them in your hand, the rest of the bottom of your library. Yeah, you're requiring 4 mana to use its full powers. That's never good. Kickers are only good, guys, if you're in that field and you get them late on. But if you get them early, it's just not worth it. Toivert, Steward of the Tides. 3 mana, so it's 2 green, 1 blue. Land you control have fly. Oh, land creatures you control have flying. Whenever land enters the battlefield under your control, if the controller has 7 or more lands, up to 1 target land you control because of 3/3 elemental creature with haste, it's still a land. So basically, this one's about land enchantments and buffing. So if you got a lot of things to make land enchantments, turns of creatures, this card will be brilliant. But it requires a lot of work with this one. Frostfist Strider. 5 mana for 4/4 Ward 2. Whenever Frost Strider enters the battlefield, tap target creature and opponent controls and put stun count on it. Here's the thing, guys. It's not bad. I mean, +2 Ward means you're not giving them that easy. But the problem you gotta look at is with this guy is it's 5 mana. It takes a long time to get out. So that's the problem. It takes too long for him to get out. Oh, hello. Jahal, Ageless Inventor. 2 mana for a 2/3. Now that's good. Put 2 intrigue counters on your inventor. Then you may put an artifact card with mana X or less from your hand into the battlefield where X is number. Ooh. Right, so basically you need to have an artifact deck for her to work, but I could see potential now because I mean, getting red blue is easy, guys, with most decks now. You can get it easy. But what I like about it is the fact that you can make a good, decent artifact deck with her and just absolutely like get like powerful artifacts for cheap. But yeah, she will be targeted down, no doubt about it. But there are some positives to it if she's used correctly. Okay, what we got here? Aldrin Cavalry. So 3 mana for a 2/2 enlist. Whenever it enters the battlefield, make a soldier. So yeah, I'm not a fan of it, but it's not a bad free drop to get a free 2 creatures for price of 1. We know you very well. In fact, we haven't seen much of this guy for a long time, actually, the Guardian. We've not seen the Guardian for quite some time. I have to admit, we have not seen it for quite some time. But that's the nature of, that's the nature of Magic, because when new sets come out, old cards like them tend to get discarded, like saying, well, yeah, these new cards are better and they function more synergized. Anyhow, back with you. Swift Boots, I remember you. Anyhow, Glenroot Palabar. 6 mana for a 5/5 with trample. When enters the battlefield, target creature gets ++X until end of turn, where X is the number of cards in your graveyard. Now, I could see this as a late game, like, if your opponent's got no way of stopping, and you got another trample creature, I could see this guy being a massive, I'm going to play this, and I have, like, say, 13 cards, I'm going to wreck somebody's day. Autonomous Assembler, 5 mana. Prototype makes it a 2/2, which is white, 1 white, and its normal power, vigilance, put +1 card. Ooh. It's not bad, but the 5 mana is the problem, and you need to have good artifacts. That's what I was saying about that artifact girl earlier. If you get the 5, you can get that out pretty easy without paying the mana and use the mana to make it to other abilities. Phyrexian. Ooh, 1 new thing. Necron Commune. Chapman. Now if you control a chatted creature has toxic 2. Ooh, nice. Whenever a chatted creature dies, return that card to the battlefield under your control. It's not too bad. And Build Rat. Oh, hi, Vron. I think that's your 4th one I've got of you. But as for this guy, he will fit well in my rat deck that I'm working on. Oh, we got 2. Well, Chittering Skillin. It's another rat I was looking for. Corrupt. Sacrifice an artifact or creature. Draw a card. Activate only if the opponent has 3 or more poison counters once each turn. Ruthless Predator. 2 mana. Target +1. Yeah. If fights target creature you don't control, it's not too bad. I mean, it's good to get rid of certain creatures. And this one, I mean, if you got a lot of little rats and you want to get some cards, it's got some potential. Oh, a wild gold card. Thank you. Well, that's going to help me a bit. Now, to the main event. Alright, we have 1 new one. Invasion of Caledon. So basically, when Invasion of Caledon enters the battlefield, exile all cards from your hand and then draw that many cards. Until the end of the next turn, you may play the cards exiled this way. Risky. Discard a land card. Power will deal 2 damage to any target. Whenever you discard a land card, exile the top card of your library. Yeah, I'm not a big fan of it. But what's this? So if I got a land, have I got 2 lands? Oh, hey, Kira. Yeah, so we got 2 lands. 2 rares. 1 we can use, 1 we have to use in a specific format. Shirin Bridgeburner. Oh, Shirin. I remember Shirin. The old Shirin was like a nasty card. It was a like 6 mana dragon that had like 6 if you paid mana it got stronger. Right, 7 mana. So it's got Convoke and Flying and Haste. But the mana is too much, guys. Way too much. So that's real. So what we got here? It's new. Oh, this. Serum the Indicator. Whenever you cast an aura, equipment, or vehicle spell, draw a card. I can see what you could do with this guy. Alright. Okay, so who we got is the new? Oh, hello, Dinju and Hazard. Human God, legendary creature. For 5 mana, as long as you have one or fewer cards in hand, Dinju has Vigilance and Haste. Whenever his attacks look at the top 6 cards in your library, you may exile a legendary creature card among them and put the rest in the bottom of your library in random order. Until the end of the turn, you may cast the exile card without paying its mana cost. So basically, if you have lots of like legendary creatures, he could be useful. So I can see what you could do with him. Alright, here's the next one. Oh, we got a new one. Mirror Shield Hoplite. 2 mana. Vigilance. For 2/2, always good. Whenever a creature you control becomes target of a backup ability, copy that ability and you may choose a new target. Right, that could be useful, that. If you put it in a red-white, I mean, in a soldier deck, even in a human deck, he'd be still good. Because he's 2 mana for 2/2, which ain't bad. Grafted Butcherer. I know you. Phyrexian Samurai. Always good 2 mana, but when Phyrexian enters the battlefield, Phyrexian you control gains mana in a turn. Always good. Phyrexian gets +1/+1. Sacrifice an artifact creature and return Grifter. I mean, this is a good card for if you got like a heavy Phyrexian deck. You play him and just go, right, I'm going to have big buffs, but he will be targeted. But I don't think you won't care if you go use him as like a pseudo, right? Kill him or these creatures are going to go stomping on you. Okay, what we got here? Oh, we got 2 units. Well, we got a new land. I would rather be the rare lands, but hey, beggars can't be choosers. Emperor's Dispel. English there. 3 mana. This spell costs 2 less to cast if the targets an attacking creature. Return that target creature to its hand. Yeah, it's one of those bounce spells. But it's also got that Seville too, which means you can look at the top 2 cards and put them into the graveyard, all the rest of the top of the library. So, has use it. Well, hello, Unworld Locus of all. So this one is all manas, legendary Phyrexian Elemental. If you would lose unspent mana, that mana becomes black instead. At the beginning of your pre-combat main phase, look at the top card of your library. You may reveal that card if it has 3 or more colors on the symbol in its mana cost. If you do, add 3 mana of any combination of its color and put it in your hand. If you don't reveal it, put it in your hand. Ooh. Now, I could see a use to this, like saying you play this and you play a lot of multicolored cards to go, right, I'll play this, saying, right, I'll have that card or that card. So, there is some usage, but you're going to have to get the 5 mana with different colors. Which, in this modern day of Magic, it's easily done. But is it worth the risk? That's what you got to remember. Is it worth the risk? Ooh, who are you? Red Hair Cullen Warlord. Coalition Warlord. 4 mana for 3/3. Dominion. Whenever it becomes tapped, another target creature you control gets +X until the end of turn. Where X is the number of basic lands among your control. That's not too bad. But 4 mana is a bit, is kind of a pushing it. Oh, hello, Chrome Shark. I remember you. You're the one I took out in the last in my last video. I remember you. Nothing new. Oh, another 5 mana. It's a land. It's a battle siege. Invasion of Alaria. Whenever Invasion of Alaria enters the battlefield, exile cards from the top of your library until you exile your 2 non-land cards with mana value 4 or less. You may cast one of these 2 cards without paying the mana cost. Put one of them in your hand, then put the other cards exiled this way to the bottom of your library in random order. Sounds a bit complicated, but okay. Awakened Maelstrom is all colors. Target player draws 2 cards. You may put an artifact card from your hand onto the battlefield. Create a token that's a copy of the permanent you control. Distribute 3+1 counters among 1 or 2 or 3 creatures you control. Destroy target permanent opponent controls. Jesus, that is a lot going on in that spell. Jesus. I mean, I could see its potential, but Jesus, that's a lot going on. And 7 defense, it's going to take a lot to put that down. Jesus. Nice. Complete the circuit. 6 mana. Convoke. You may cast a sorcery spell this turn as though it had flash. When your next cast an instant sorcery spell this turn, copy it twice and you may choose a new target. Yeah, it's a bad card, guys. Very bad because 1, 6 mana for starters, and 2, it's only on that turn, so it's only good if you got like very, very, very late game and you have a crap ton of land to play with. It's not that good. Oh, a new one. Umbra the Collector. Legendary Ooze. Companionship. Each non-land card you in your starting deck shares a card type as Umri. The collector enters the battlefield. Choose a card type. Spell you cast will cost 1 less. It's not too bad. I mean, there are ways to use it, but it's a bit iffy. Anyhow, let's move on to another card pack, shall we? Nothing new there. Sea Double. 4 mana instant. This spell cannot be copied. Choose one. If an opponent has 8 or more cards in their graveyard, you may choose both. Copy target spell. You may choose a new target for its copy. A copy is a permanent spell, becomes a token. Create a token that copies the target creature. I'm not convinced by that one, to be honest. Anyway. Oh, I've been looking for you. That's good. Jinx Grix Core Arga. 10 mana. Ooh, you're a chunky boy. But you have flash. At the beginning of your end step, draw 7 cards. Each opponent's maximum hand is a oh my god. If you can get the 10 mana, right, and play that, that means your opponent cannot play a single card. He has to play a card and get rid of it right away. Oh, that's nasty. That's nasty. Invasion of Magnesia. When Invasion of Magnesia enters the battlefield, you may discard a card. If you do, draw 2 cards. Kira Firelight. So it's a free. Alright. 3 mana, discard a card and create 2/1/1 blue elemental creatures tokens. Creatures you control get +1 and gain haste. I mean, for a 2 mana invasion, it's not too bad, but and the other ability is good if you can get him out quick, but at that point, you're already probably in a good send position. Hello, Service Singer. We know you. You crippled me last time. But next time, if I ever see that card, I am killing that on sight. I remember you. Ooh, we have a new demigod. Tiamat chosen from death. When Tiamat's toughness is equal to your devotion to black. So basically, the more black, the stronger his defense is. Exile up to 2 cards from graveyards and gain 1 life for each creature that was exiled this way. I mean, don't get me wrong, for 2 mana, it can be hard to deal with, but his ability is a bit shaky. Oh, thank you. A mythic, so that's risen my mythic count a bit. Well, nothing new there. I've already got most of these. Oh, we got a new one. Copper Hose Crusher. 8 mana. Trample X proof. Yeah, green ramp, you could play this, or in sealed he's pretty good, but in construction it has to be green ramp to use him to his full potential. Oh, another gold one? Thanks. Okay, I am starting to get more gold to for decks. Invasion of Flora. Now this is the other one of the blacks. When Invasion of Flora enters the battlefield, choose one or both. Destroy all legendary creatures or destroy all non-legendary. So it's basically a 6 mana wrath spell. Never hurts. But what happens when you kill it? Well, it becomes Mashir Roller's Monarch. Menace and Death Touch. 3/6. When it attacks, remove all counters for up to 1 target permanent. At the beginning of your upkeep, if you haven't been dealt combat damage since your last turn, you draw a card and you lose a life. A bit risky, but I can see what you could do with that. Temporal Cleanliness, 4 mana, sorcery. Owner of a target non-land opponent is put into the library, second from the top or bottom. So it's basically manipulation of the board. A Kraken. Araximov Slumbering Isles. Araximov Slumbering Isle enters the battlefield tapped when with 5 slumbering counters on it. As long as it has slumbering counters on it, it's a land, not a creature. Whenever you cast a spell, you may remove a slumbering counter. So basically, guys, if you play a lot of spells, he's going to become a 12/12 destructive force, or he can be used to be land buffing. So there is some uses in him. And that is it, folks. So yeah, that's all the packs. So I was going to check to see if my decks have been... Oh, Rat Mob. Oh, you nearly finished. Okay, I got a lot of these cards, but... I mean, I haven't got that. Grixis. Or that. Or Mishra's Foundry. So it's saying I have enough to buy this deck. Now, I am considering bringing out this rat deck anyway, but I'm going to wait a little longer, guys. Because, like I said, it will be a long while before this new set, and I could use this time to build up my money reserves and build up my tokens. I mean, I still have free jump events, which I could use, you know, in the future. But that's it, folks, for this video. If you like the video, please like, share, and subscribe. Ring the dinner bell, and I'm gonna get on with more Magic the Gathering grinding. And probably when I next see you, I probably will do the jump ins, the couple of jump ins for you before the new set comes out. So yeah. Anyhow, folks, that's this video. You know the drill. I'll catch you later.